approaching and it marks the first day of the summer. On the 1st of May, tenant farmers used to pay their half-yearly rent to landlords, farm labourers were hired and Kilkenny women gave men new hurling balls. May Day traditions are mostly associated with luck and protection. So I went down to County Wexford and I met Michael Fortune, who is a folklorist and a filmmaker. He brought me around the village of Ballindagan and introduced me to his neighbours Maire Coleman, Katty and Jim Byrne, who are very busy keeping the May Day traditions alive.
Well, this Monday is May Day and it marks the first day of summer. It signals the start of turf cutting and a busy period on the farm. On the 1st of May, tenant farmers used to pay their half-yearly rent to landlords and farm labourers were hired and Kilkenny women gave men new hurling balls. Brenda Donohue met Michael Fortune, who's a folklorist and filmmaker from County Wexford. He brought Brenda around the village of Ballindagan. First, he told her about the importance of the month of May in the Irish calendar and some of the traditions associated with it.
The month of May, I suppose, is a very, very important month in the Irish calendar. And as a result, there's so much kind of folklore and customs surrounding the month, from people putting up May bushes. And then there's loads of kind of customs and traditions, like people would walk in the May Dew, they'd wash their face in the May Dew to keep the May Dew for a cure. But there's also loads of kind of things that you wouldn't do. Things like you'd never get married in May, because if you got married in May, you'd rue the day. And I've recorded so many people over the years who said, oh yeah, people who got married in May and the marriage ended. No one would whitewash in May, you know. If you whitewash in May, you'll wash all your luck away. And like even my own mother would have things like, you don't want to give away anything on the 1st of May. So if someone came to your house to look for a bottle of milk, or you wouldn't give it to them because you give away your luck for the year. But from the farming tradition, you'd lock the dairy door at night because the fairies would come in and take your butter or take the luck with you. But letting the calves back out and the cows back out onto the land again, and light little fires and run the cattle out into the field to stop the fairies milking the cows in the field. The May bush, traditionally it's a skeoch, as we'd call it in this part of Wexford, and a skeoch could be a white thorn. Some people would put up firs, or more people would put up a black thorn, but traditionally a skeoch. And what you do is, on the eve of May Day, you'd go out and stick it on top of the pile of dung, and they'd decorate it with seasonal flowers like primroses, cowslips, bluebells, and people would have been having duck and hen eggs on Easter Sunday. You'd keep the eggshells up and then they'd paint them, and then come the eve of May Day, then they'd hang them on it. And then you'd also put little ribbons and streamers and things on it as well. I suppose bring good luck to the yard, you know. What I'll do, Brenda, I'll actually take you to some of the neighbours down the road here. They still put up the May bush and kind of do some of the May traditions. So hop in the car and we'll go for a spin. I'm going to take you to the house here of Maire Coleman and her daughter Mairead here in Corgrake here in Ballindagan.
We're getting a welcome from the dogs anyway, Michael. Hello.
Oh, hello, Brenda. You're very welcome.
And who's this?
How are you, Brenda?
Hello,
You're very welcome.
Good, you're farming, are you, Mairead?
Yes, I'm leasing a bit of land from Mammy, and we rear calves and we sell them at 22, 23 months.
So they're all doing the work for you. You're sitting back now, retired farmer.
Retired, living on my money. Come on in. And Brenda, my 3 children each have a set of twins.
How did you manage that? So we're looking at May Day traditions, particularly around farming.
My mother always put up a May altar and a May bush, and my grandmother always did it as well. I've already started my May altar. I put a statue of the Blessed Virgin and 2 vases of flowers and a nightlight. And the owl, there's some significance to the owl. I don't know what it is, but I haven't for years and years anyhow. Maybe it's gay bird, I don't know.
We're not quite May yet. Where are we at with the May bush?
Well, normally I'd put up a black thorn, and it already has lovely white flowers on it. And we'd put eggshells on it then, and we'd put some streamers.
Did you remember seeing the land being blessed for the Tran water?
Yeah, the friars used to come from Ross and bless the water. And you'd give them, I suppose, a donation or something. And then they walked crossways across the field from one corner to the other, and then back again in the shape of a cross. Anyway, it was supposed to keep the trans from eating the corn.
The trans were a little insect, Brenda. And people were worried about these trans eating the crops. So so people would walk the land sometimes on May Eve or sometimes 3 days before May Eve just to bless the land. Did you walk in the May Dew, Mary?
Sure, we did, I suppose. If you walk on May Day in the dew in your bare feet, you're supposed to keep away sickness for the rest of the year. I don't know how true that is now, but we did it just because
So, Mary, if your mother did it and your granny did it, how about your own daughter here, Mairead?
Yes, I will.
Where are you at with the whole carrying on the May Day tradition? Do you see yourself doing it?
Yes, I'll carry on when Mammy passes away. But
That's lovely, isn't it?
I will carry it on. It's nice to see it. It's a nice bit of colour in the area. Like, everybody needs a bit of colour after the winter, and it brings joy. And my daughter, Ciara, she loves helping Mammy put it up. Well, May, hopefully I will be letting my little calves out, and that's a big day for me. I like to see them running around the field. So, like, that's the start of summer to me.
Bye! Back in the car.
Coming up to more neighbours, Katty and Jim Byrne up here in Ballindagan, and they've been putting up the May bush since time began.
Okay, we'll go so.
Right so.
Hello, Jim. Kathy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So we're in your forge. Tell me about it.
This forge was built in 1949, and my father, who was Jim O'Connor, worked here until he died in 1968.
And your blacksmith tradition has continued.
Oh yeah. My son is at it now.
Where's the business?
Well, he travels around Wicklow and Wexford and Carlow. Instead of the horses coming to the forge now, he goes to the houses to do it. You see, we have the old fireplace, Brenda.
Yeah, let me have a look at it.
And you can see the water trough.
That's not clean water, no.
No.
That's never clean in the forge.
That water's supposed to be very good to cure warts, and a lot of people used to do that years ago. To dip your hands in so many times. And it's
have people come to do that?
Oh, they did, yes, long ago, but not nowadays. You can buy it in the chemist now.
Yeah. So have you got your May bush picked out? I know you're in preparation.
Yes, we have the May bush all ready to decorate now.
Jim and Kathy, you have the most beautiful garden here.
It's a big job. We've been trying to hear the cuckoo this year, but it's very late this year so far. We go to a place a few miles away from here called Ballycrystal, and it's always up there, but not so far this year. But
why is that significant?
Well, my grandmother always loved to hear the cuckoo, and the year that she died, actually, she said, there's something very peculiar this year. She said, I never heard the cuckoo, and she died after by the end of May. And I'm not saying that caused it or anything, but it just was a coincidence. So this is the May bush here now that I'm going to use, Brenda. And it's nice and green at the moment. And I have the eggshells all ready here as well.
I'm just rattling the eggshells. And we're going to get the grandkids to paint these.
Yes, I'll have to get them to paint them. And then we put a string through them and tie them onto the tree, you see. So it looks really nice.
Michael, thank you very much for showing me around this gorgeous little corner of Wexford, the Duffery. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks a million, Brenda. And I suppose, as you can hear from Katty and Jim there, these traditions are well and truly alive. And I suppose with grandchildren and grandparents who want to keep it going, hopefully in years to come, they'll still be putting up the May bush in this part of Wexford.
Brenda Donohue there with folklorist Michael Fortune, and Michael is hosting a series of talks and seminars on the 5th of May, that's next Friday, in the National Library of Ireland, called A Walk in the May Dew. When Brenda was there this week, checking out on May Day customs, she met Aileen Lambert, who is a traditional singer, and recorded her singing The True Lovers Discussion.
As I went down walking one morning in May, down by a clear river I chanced for to stray. I overheard a couple talking, and the fair one did say, "Oh, young man, you're false-hearted, and you've led me astray." "Oh, no, my pretty fair one, I am not for to blame, for I'm neither the beginning nor the cause of your shame. For